Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Ultima 9 Ascension. And when last we left off, we learned the mantra for the nearby shrine, and in doing so, we discovered that the curse that Blackthorn has placed upon the gypsies of Minok is in fact very real. The person who told us the mantra burnt to death after doing so, although she did curse Blackthorn to die alone, being killed by the very person that he originally betrayed. I wonder who she could have been referring to, and if only we'd have remembered what the mantra was from all the other times that we've used the mantra in our many adventures throughout Britannia. Unfortunately, asking her is the only way to learn the mantra in this game, and I did want to show off that curse that she places upon Blackthorn. We now need to get the glyph and the sigil so that we can cleanse the shrine and return both Cove and the people of Minok back to their normal selves. And unfortunately, getting both of those involves going into the nearby dungeon of Covetous. The glyph we know will be at the bottom of this column, and the only way to get to that column will be to go through a dungeon that is also a mine. People have been mining a lot of riches from its depths, including black rock, a substance that we haven't seen since Ultima 7. It's going to be very useful provided we can get someone to forge it, and we were told by someone in Britain that there is a smith who can do that. I believe they said that that smith is intrinsic, so we'll want to make sure we grab some of it. As for getting the sigil, we need to recover something called the Blackrock Orb from within Covetous that will allow the gypsy leader to see the future without error. We've also been told, however, that there is a lich in there, and the chance that the lich has that orb is exceptionally high. It certainly explains all the undead that are lingering about. Now, there's one thing about Covetous that no one has told us yet, and that is that there is a anti-magic effect that resides in the entire dungeon. Hello, you! Are you going to have at thee? Well, you have perished, and now it's your turn to perish as well. And you didn't get any strikes off on me at all, so I shall take your money, and I shall ignore that cave completely, because that is one of the two ways you can use to get to Covetous. The other, far easier way, is just to go this way, and ignore those enemies completely. This will bring us to the shore, and the water that is clipping through the sand, and there may even be a crab here. Is there a crab here? There is a crab here, which means we have a chance at getting some more plate armor. It's not a very big chance, but I'll take any chance. Greetings! Do you wish to have at thee? You do! Marvellous. Now let us stab thee! We are pretty strong, so it shouldn't take too many strikes. Aha! And you are gone. Right, let's switch back to this weapon, because we're not going to be getting a lot of use out of the flame sword in Covetous. The anti-magic field... Oh, it's starting to rain. We'd better go in quite quickly. The anti-magic field affects any spells that you cast, the magical properties of any items, and healing potions. So we can't use healing potions while we are in Covetous. We can, however, use Serpentwyne, because that is not magical. Danger! Oh, there's a lot of danger to be had in here. Smash this open, there's nothing there. And there should be a book that we can read. It is right here. The Pools of Covetous by Menon the Scribe. A fascinating book going into agonizing detail on the properties of the Pools of Covetous. The highlights include: strange visions occur when placing a chunk of black rock in the purple pools. The green pools seem to have a healing effect. It's those green pools that are going to ensure that we survive. One little oversight of the anti-magic field is that effects that you have working before you go into Covetous still work. So it's more like an effect that prevents magic from functioning while you're there, rather than snuffing it out. So we have this handy light spell to guide our way, though eventually we're not going to need it. Now there are two types of enemies we're going to be facing in Covetous. One of them is the skeleton, and we faced many skeletons before. We know how to best them. Also, while I think about it, we need to sort out our inventory, because we need to make sure that Probably best not to do it while there's a skeleton right there, me. Unfortunately, the skeleton has not noticed me. Now, we don't want this armor. This armor is not going to do anything for us. And we also do not want this scroll of fog, because we already have that bound to our book, and it's not going to do anything in here anyway. Have at thee! Let's deal with you and quickly grab this rib cage. There are more skeletons here, including, well, there's combat music, so there must be one about somewhere. Not here. Over here? No. Ah, there's one up here. Hello. How are you? I could go and have at thee with you. You know what? I might just do that. Just need to take care of you after all. 2 strikes and you're gone. I want to grab this. And you're going to attack me from here? I can hit you, but I don't think you can hit me, and that is good. Now let's make sure we grab the exact same piece of each skeleton so that they can't form one skeleton out of the pieces. They can't form any skeletons. Now I'm going to put these... where am I going to put them? I could hold on to them for now. I don't really want to hold on to them right now because we will soon be able to accumulate pieces of black rock. We have 3 of these, so I shall dump them here. This shall be Ribcage Corner, where all the rib cages shall be kept. Marvellous. Now that there, this rock here, is a lump of black rock, and we need at least 4 pieces of it by the time we leave this dungeon. Fortunately, there are lots of pieces of black rock scattered about everywhere, for they were mining these right up until things went terribly wrong. There's the 3rd piece. I think we want a 4th that should be around here. It is very dark. Oh, there's also a skeleton. Hello. You appear to have been trapped on the scenery. Now let's grab that and take it over to Ribcage Corner. We are down to half health, which is not wonderful, but there are those healing pools. We just need to find one of them. Now, let's just put this here. There we go. And keep exploring about. There is the 4th piece of black rock that we want. It's floating and defying all physics, but it's there. Now, that's the way we came in. And over here, actually, is a very handy box full of torches. If you don't have a way to illuminate your surroundings, the game goes, hey, have torches. It makes sense that they don't presume you have those at all times. Now, there is a pool up there. I think that is a green healing pool. There's only one way to check, and that is to go up this minecart track and have a look. It's a green pool. Right. Let's go in. Now, we've been told up until now that green is associated with poison, but the water seems to have healed you some, and we can just keep using it forever. It never runs out, so you've got to wonder why you have to keep using it, as opposed to just selecting it once and then it heals you fully. But either way, anything cool in here? Is that whiskey? It's a bottle of whiskey! Sure, why not? I'll tell you why not, because we need that inventory space. Let us look about and see if we can find something important. Also, we need to save quite often in this dungeon, because this dungeon has a tendency to crash. There are earthquakes that can happen, and those earthquakes can crash the game, so let's save. And see what is down. Well, there's a skeleton here. Hello. Goodbye. If you don't mind, I'm going to take your ribcage over to Ribcage Corner, the snazziest place for all your ribcage needs. There is quite a large tether area for skeletons reforming, so it may look silly that I'm moving all the ribcages over to here, but trust me, it is required. Otherwise, things will reform, and that's no good. We don't want to go this way just yet. That way is the way to progress. Let's keep going this way instead. Not there, but down here. Now, will I be able to find the thing I want? I remember when I first played, it took a long time to locate it, but I think this time we'll do a bit better. Let's get rid of that. Have a look around. No one here. Okay. Nothing here either. We may want to head further down. Do I want to head further down? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that is to save. I'm sure we can make our way back up, and this is when we can never find our way back up. Now, over here is a huge open area. And some moving rocks. I don't like the sound of those moving rocks. It always makes you think that there are going to be some enemies that will attack us. Is this a pool of... That is the location of a maul. A pretty decent weapon for dealing with this area. And there is a skeleton here, so we're going to have to make a new ribcage corner. Hello? Would you like to have at thee? You would? Great. And you're gone. Right, this is not the ribcage we want. That's the ribcage we want. Over here is an area. I see a purple glow here. Ah. We could test out putting the black rock into the purple pools. And we probably will. Once we've checked out this area fully to make sure that there's nothing here that we want. And I don't think that there is. Okay. The purple pools are quite small. You can tell them by the purplish glow about the area. Now, I'm going to check that we have 5 of these. We do. So, in this goes. That's not actually in. Darn it. Let's go over here, and instead, stop sliding forever. There we go. And in it goes. That's into my backpack, me. Not what I want. There we go. Ooh, that seems like a very important thing. That's what I'm looking for. So, let's go and search for that. That is a wheel for a mechanism. Also, I'm glad that the light spell lasts for such a long time. So we can go that way or this way. I'm going to go this way for now. Also, there are lanterns strewn about, which is handy. Large area for melting ore. There will also be... Oh, there will also be skeletons. There will also be gems that we can pick up. Lots of them. There's a lot of money to be made in Covetous. If I'm actually going to make any of it, considering how full my inventory is, remains to be seen. Now, where did I make my pile of rib cages? I don't remember, so you know what? We're just going to dump this here and make a secondary... Oh, we actually haven't made a pile of them. That's why I couldn't find it. Silly me! Now, over here is a... Oh, and... Oh, 2 skeletons! Okay, let us back up here. And here they come! Have at thee! These skeletons are quite a bit shorter than the other skeletons that we've encountered. I'm not going to think about that, and instead I'm going to go to Ribcage Corner here and dump them off. There might be something good there. There we go. Also, this whiskey is proving to be a problem for our inventory, so I will put that in the Avatar's stomach. Not the glass, just the contents of it. And there is another skeleton right here. Hello. And you're gone as well. Well, you know what that means. This goes here, and Ribcage Corner gets another ribcage. Watch this not be the place where I need to go and get that wheel. And I'm just clearing out this place for no reason. Well, there's always a reason. There can always be treasure. And we do need treasure. Okay. Over here we have another skeleton. Hello. You had pathfinding problems, I see. Let me help you. Like so. And I want to get Is that the ribcage? No. This is going to be complicated. Let's grab this instead. And this... Oh! Uh-oh! We're about to see the reforming process, as all of these bits of the skeleton glitch over to here. And they will make, slowly but surely, a whole skeleton. Oh, there goes the ribcage! Always the final piece. Now, the good news for this is that, ooh, it made a full-size skeleton. Either way, the good news is we can now get the ribcage, and that is what I wanted. So let's just go over to Ribcage Corner, which now has an honorary member. And that member being the, this bit here. Put this here, that there. Got to make sure we don't bring all the parts for a skeleton over to here, otherwise we'll inadvertently give ourselves a problem to deal with. Right, over here is a huge pile of nothing, and over here is a huge pile of nothing. Okay, so over here there was nothing that we need. What about over here? That's where a small group of skeletons is. We've already been in there. That was where we found the pool for the visions. Let's go this way round and see what we can find here. The answer is, oh, a skeleton. Fortunately, these skeletons are not very good at pathfinding towards us, and I'm very glad for that. Now, if you don't mind, I have a ribcage here, and we know what happens to ribcages here. That's right, they go to Ribcage Corner! There are lots of ribcages here. You know, the people who come to Covetous after we've cleared this out, they're going to have a lot of questions as to what happened. There's just a huge pile of ribcages here. What kind of person did this? There's nothing there but a skull. I was wondering if there was something else hidden amongst all of that, but no, nothing. This is the other side of that. Now, we could jump up to here, or we could climb. That works too. I'm just curious as to what is in the minecart over here. Probably nothing awesome. Nope, nothing awesome, and it doesn't look like there's anything over there really that I want to pay attention to, so let us go even further in. This is when we're not meant to be going even further in, and we are heading completely the wrong way. That could happen. So I do remember we have to head up quite early on. Well, we found lava. We've also found skeletons. Hooray, said nobody ever at the discovery of skeletons. Fortunately, none of these skeletons are actually getting any hits off, which is nice. Now, where is skeleton number 2? There's skeleton number 2. Hello. How are you? Are you well? You won't be for long, because you are about to join, well, part of you anyway, Skeleton Ribcage Corner! It's got a new word to its name. All of this just to make sure we don't fight a limitless supply of enemies. These enemies also do not provide you with gold, so they are literally... And there was an earthquake! The earthquake did not cause us... Well, the earthquake caused us one problem, and that is that a skeleton just came to be and is now reforming with all of those bits. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to take this ribcage here, and I'm going to put all of these, you guessed it, by Ribcage Corner. Hopefully that won't happen too often, and hopefully it won't crash the game. Also, this is not where Ribcage Corner is meant to... Wait, did that form around Ribcage... There's a skeleton here too. Okay, we have a minor problem. That minor problem is that we now have skeletons pretty much everywhere. Fortunately, we still have Ribcage Corner here. Just going to put these 3 here. And then there is a limitless supply of these foes. There could very well be a limitless supply. I'm going to ignore you if I can. Chances are high because you appear to be trapped on the scenery. Now let's head down again. I imagine that was meant to trigger after we got something while we were down here, but we haven't yet got that thing. So, let's... oh, hello. Let's just grab this ribcage here, because of course, and find what we need to... there we go! That's what we need. We need that. We also need to have a look. Ooh, a small stash of healing potions. Ironic, really, considering that none of them can actually help us right now. Wonder why they had them there. Also, do you want to take the minecart straight into lava? Because you can! I don't know why you'd want to, but you can. Also, a healing pool. Healing pool's nice. I'm not going to say no to that. I'm going to say no to all this caved-in stuff. What about over here? This is just leading up. I'm going to save and see if this will take me back to the main area. It probably won't. It's probably going to take us to an area full of undead. Well, there is the remnants of a poor soul who got killed in a cave-in, and a topaz. If I wanted that topaz or that topaz, I'd take them, but we don't want those. So instead, let us make our way past all of the doom here. And I'm pretty sure... actually, that is just scenery. I was about to say I'm pretty sure that those remains in the wall can form into skeletons, but it would seem not. Now, I'm going to ignore... oh, hello. You, I don't think, were there before. Either way, I'm going to try my best to ignore you by going this way. Cannot go that way. But it would seem like you've stopped following me anyway. Also, I'm now in the minecart. I'm now no longer in the minecart. And I can probably, yep, go over here and completely ignore all of you, because I have what I need. And it doesn't look like the earthquake created more skeletons here. Now, was the earthquake caused by the Lich, or was the earthquake just a natural phenomenon due to the mining or the geographical traits of this region? Who can say? What I can say is I don't like it whenever there's that crumbly noise. And hello, Ribcage Corner Original, we've got a ribcage for you. And so, when we come back, folks, we're gonna go this way, up there where we need this wheel. I'm so glad I have these bottles of Serpentwyne. They're going to be very, very useful indeed. Very worried about this spell, though. When it runs out, I'm going to have to rely on torches, unless I can get the thing I need that's in here. I hope I can. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.